In this video, we are going to be analysing ASML. So to get straight into it, what are going to be key support and resistance levels? And do note, yes, we are using technical analysis to do this analysis. So this does mean if you're looking to trade or invest in this company, obviously understand the fundamental drivers first, because that's really going to dictate the overall move. The only thing this will really do, and if you watch any technical analysis YouTuber out there, technical analysis will just help you get those better entries and better exits. And really, unless you're day trading, technical analysis that is really all you should be using it for, because fundamentals will always be the big mover of any stock. So to get straight into the support side of things, so if we continue to fade in price, which again is most likely if markets continue weak, ASML will most likely continue with it. But we do have a support basically where we've just hit at 358. See, we have had some strong buying pressure coming into here, but now we are starting to fade off. So now we're looking for the actual hit of it, because we did see the increase just before. And yeah, so really that would be that first key support level we're paying attention to, though. If we break that, then we're looking at 287/280. Now this is going to be a very key level of support, because if we come into here, I mean, we're very far still from where we are now. I mean, we're around 375. That does require still a 20% sell-off, and considering this is a larger cap stock, we don't know how all that likely that is. I mean, if markets continue to get battered, then it's definitely possible. So really, I would just be paying key attention to what is happening with inflation and interest rates, because that's going to be the key driver of the market, and in hand probably going to be the key driver of ASML. But if we do continue to fade, this will be a key support, because it is our second deviation on the 6 month and our first deviation on the 1 year chart. Now, if we continue to fade there, we've got $200, $160, $120, and $35. Now, do note, obviously, some of these are very far off from where we are now. And the reason for this is because obviously we can see ASML was at $880 going back near enough a year ago, now at $300. So it has sold off very heavy, underperforming the market. And so that is definitely a key thing to be watching, because it means it can, if the market falls say another 10-20%, definitely possible, then this could probably outperform that at around 30%. And if we get that outperformance, then again that would take us down to these other technical levels. So those would be the key support. So if we're paying attention to the upside, what are we paying attention to? And that would be 415 and 440. These are our statistical means. So instead, they're not tend to be levels that we buy or short at, but instead kind of a gauge if we should be buying or shorting, really. Usually when we're below these levels, we expect an increase in price to reverse to that mean. So we're usually buying below those levels. And if we can break above it, then we're usually a bit more short buys on it, because we think it's a bit more overbought. So if we do break that 440, though, we're looking at 515, 540, 590, and then final level is taking us to around 675, 750, 800 and $920. And again, the same thing. Yes, there is a lot of lines on here. You don't need to pay attention to all of them. All you need to do is pay attention to where we basically are now. So right now we're hovering between the 415 and the 360. So that's really all you have to pay attention to. If we break below 360, we want to see a break below, come back to retest it as a resistance, and if that level holds, then you can expect to push to 290 in time. And again, the same thing, if we can start breaking above the statistical mean, so 415 and 440, we want to see a break above it, come back to retest it as a support, and if it can hold, then as long as there's no fundamental reasons for the stock to sell off, we would expect a push back up to that 515 target. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on ASML. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out one of these two analysis videos.